Hey guys, how is it going? I hope everyone is doing okay. But yeah, we're going to continue on with the April readings. So we're going to start with Libra and Scorpio today. So I will be providing timestamps after the live is done for some people who just want Libra or for some people who just want Scorpio. All right, everyone is welcome, regardless of where you may have Libra and Scorpio in your birth chart. So I just want to check the sound and make sure we're good, and then we'll go ahead and get started here. So just bear with me for one moment. Okay, so I think our sound is good. So I'm gonna go ahead and just continue. But again, I hope everyone is doing all right, and we're gonna see what's coming up here for starting with Libra for April. So we're gonna do a bones and charms reading for them. And before we do that, I did want to do a little sound bell to kind of just clear the energy of anything from the previous reading, to check in with my guides again. And it's a good time if you want to take a couple of deep breaths for yourself as well. And I'm just passing the charms and bones through the smoke a little bit here too, to kind of get that extra cleansing and clearing. All right, so this will be loud for a few moments. If you're sensitive, just feel free to turn your volume down for a little bit. All right, so here we go. So this is going to be for Libra for April 2024. All right, so I think that was a pretty good one, guys. So I'll go ahead and put this over here on the side, and we'll go ahead and start shuffling the bones and the charms for Libra. So when I do that, it may be a little bit noisy as well. So just know it's temporary and bear with me, okay? All right, so spirits guide my hands, please, and love and light, respect and reverence before, during, and after. Thank you for all advice, wisdom, and guidance given, and thank you, of course, for listening. Messages for air sign Libra for April 2024. Spirits guide my hands, please. Messages for air sign Libra, the balance scales for April 2024. What do they need to see? What do they need to know for their highest good? Messages for Libra. Messages for Libra. Messages for Libra. Just put that over there. Okay. A little bit more here. Spirits guide my hands, please. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for air sign Libra, the balance scales for April 2024. Messages for Libra. Messages for Libra. Messages for Libra. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for Libra. Messages for Libra. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for Libra. Messages for Libra for April 2024. What does Libra need to see? What does Libra need to know for their highest good? Messages for Libra. Messages for Libra for April 2024. Messages for Libra. Messages for air sign Libra, the balance scales for April 2024. Messages for Libra. Messages for Libra. All right, so that looks like it's all of the bones and charms. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and flip over a couple of them that are easy to flip over. So when we take the picture and when I get closer with the camera, you'll be able to, make out what they are. So I'm only gonna flip over the ones that are easy to flip over without disturbing anything else. That other stuff I don't really want to move because it might disturb the other things. Oh. Well, I said that, but now I'm like, I want to move it. Hold on. I want to flip it, is what I mean. It's like that. Okay. So again, I don't want to disturb too much. So we'll go ahead and take your picture here, Libra, and then we'll get started. I like to take a picture for every zodiac sign, and then I just put it up on my Facebook page for free for some people who want to look at it more close in detail at a later time. I will post it after the live is done. All right. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what we have here for you, Libra, for April. So before I take the camera down and move it closer, I also am going to hold my hands over all the bones and charms and kind of see where the energy is leading me and kind of like where spirit, wants me to go here. So, yeah. So just bear with me one moment. Okay. All right, so they kind of want me to like start right here and then go down and then we'll figure out the rest. But it's interesting, they kind of want me to start like more in the central point here. Actually, doesn't steer too far from how it can be sometimes because this is where one of your skulls or your cranium is, charm piece. So sometimes you can tell what's going on with someone or where their mind is at based on like where that skull is sometimes. So not every reading is like that, but this one, that's kind of where they want to start, Libra. So anyway, let me go ahead and move the camera here closer to the bones and charms so you guys can see more clearly. And just get situated here, and hopefully once I sit still, it'll be in focus for you guys as well. Okay. So yeah, so right around here again, Libra, that's where they wanted us to start this time, where one of your skulls is here. You have another skull out there almost half off the mat, and a couple other things that came off the mat that we'll talk about when we get to those places. All right. But here it's almost like directly in the center of your reading here, Libra. And the cranium or the skull is layering on top of the frog here. We've got the ship anchor on the other side. We've got, the four-leaf clover on this side. We have a horseshoe and ladybug over here. Got lots of different things, okay? So looks like here though, Libra, because when things fall in the center sometimes, And this one is more just kind of in your spiritual unconscious quadrant here on the mat. But because it's in the center point, it could also be that you have a lot on your mind throughout the month here, Libra. So there could be stuff on your mind about work and money and relationships and love and body and mind health. But really, because again, it's more in that quadrant, I could say that some of it goes back to this, okay, to the spiritual, unconscious kind of energy here throughout the month. With the frog being under here, Libra, this could be talking about you or someone else, this whole reading. It could be of multiple people. It could be just your general environment situation, but somebody or some energy here is really thinking about making some type of leap of faith, okay? And because the frog is more in the work and money quadrant, it could be that's kind of what's going on for some people here, okay? So wanting to make some type of change or leap of faith, and not necessarily knowing how the results are going to be within work or money here. All right, but because the frog is also touching the horseshoe and the ladybug, there's a lot of good luck around it, and some of that good luck and some of the part of the frog's leg, even very small, its toes, goes into the relationships and love sector. So it's relationships, all types, platonic and love, etc., self love. But there's a lot of clearing energy here, Libra, with the leaf here as well. It could be referencing fall season for some, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be the general kind of metaphor of clearing away the dead leaves so then we can grow new leaves, okay? And this could be something, this leap of faith within the work and money sector here for you could be something a long time coming, that you've been thinking about for a long time, when we have the mermaid here and one of the human teeth bones. Now, the human teeth bone here is also touching the string or the rope, okay? And it's very close to the baby. And then we've got the bells over here and the symbol for Capricorn. So this leap of faith within work or money could be a long time coming. It's definitely part of some type of cycle with the rope, some type of endings, new beginnings. It could have something to do with children or with a child, or it has maybe some reference to inner child work here for some. And needing to possibly breathe more through this, whatever this work money transformation is, with the butterfly here and the snake rib bone. Now over here with the Capricorn symbol here, this is a nice symbol to have in your work and money sector, because it can talk about this, like that hardworking energy, the goat going always up the mountain, and if they fall down the mountain, then they just keep going right back up the mountain. So it's like never kind of giving up here, is something really nice. Now this is something that you could be dealing with or hear from somebody who is a Capricorn, or you have a lot of Capricorn in your chart, or they do, or it's something to do with Capricorn season, but it doesn't have to be. And if it's none of those things, again, it's just that kind of spirit of the Capricorn energy of the goat, climbing up the mountain and never kind of giving up here, okay? Now, because your other skull is over here, and then you've got, this is known as the cat's eye over here, kind of half off the mat. It could be that in the recent past, and what is the recent past for you can be different for everybody. It could be a couple of days ago, weeks, months, years, etc. But perhaps somebody in the recent past or further back in the past wasn't seeing something clearly within their work situation and or their money situation, okay? But then when we see the other skull or cranium here, again, kind of more in the spiritual unconscious quadrant, but it's like half a little bit touching into the work and money. Now there seems like there could be some type of leap of faith or change in the way that somebody is thinking about something here. Again, when you see the skull or the cranium, it can kind of tell us sometimes what someone's thinking about or what they have been thinking about. So lots of good stuff here, and especially more when we look at the future current stuff. So I like that for you, okay, Libra? But now let's keep going. If we pull all the way back, even when I was casting or throwing your bones and charms. I felt a lot of energy, coming more from this quadrant, and that's where the majority of them are. Okay, so again, you can't see it because it's all covered, but this is the body and health and mind quadrant or section. Okay, so again, with the head mostly being in the spiritual unconscious too, that of course, all of these things are connected, right? But there is possibly throughout the month here, Libra, you or someone else of the general environment could be thinking a lot about freedom and safety with the ship anchor, right? So we drop our anchor when we need to stop, and we lift it when we need to go. Okay, so there could be a lot of spiritual in and out unconscious work that you're doing or someone's doing, or the general energy is working on. There could also be a lot of thoughts about your happiness, your North Star. What are the details of your happiness? How can you have more spiritual unconscious knowledge that can help you in these areas? Now, over here, I see some interesting stuff going on too, Libra. So we see the seahorse, we see the yin and yang, the mountain symbol, we've got the key, we've got the hummingbird, the fork, we got a seashell there. On the other side, almost off the mat, we've got the snake vertebrae and the letter charm. Okay, so here, Libra, you could be saying that there's something either going on or has already happened or still going on with some type of spiritual unconscious energy within a family. And what is family is different for everybody. It could be your blood family, it could be your relatives, or it could be your tribe or people that you choose as your own family. But there's like this wanting to be a balance here, because maybe there are still a lot of challenges, but on the other side of the challenges, there's a lot of answers. Okay, so that's really nice to see, right? So we assume, or we like to assume, or I do anyway, that if we have a lot of challenges, that at least afterwards, there can be like solace in having some type of answers here. Okay, now this could also, because we're in the spiritual unconscious sector here, Libra, talk about something about your innate power and continuing to do like what you're naturally good at, and not necessarily caring what other people think. With the fork here, this could be that your spiritual team wants you to think about your spiritual diet. So, what are you spiritually and unconsciously ingesting? Okay, because that will either hinder you or facilitate you. As far as, again, tapping into that hummingbird energy. So it could be that there's this really nice receiving kind of feminine energy here. We all have masculine and feminine, but here with the shell, it's feminine energy that, again, maybe wants, the spiritual unconscious diet to just be thought about a little bit more. Okay. Now out here with the snake vertebrae and the letter charm, it could be that in the recent past or further back here, Libra, you or someone else or multiple people, general environment situation, perhaps was waiting for some type of letter, message, document to come in from your spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, etc. Or it could be that you were spiritually unconsciously waiting for an actual 3D physical message from like another human, or from you to someone else. It can go a couple of different ways, but yeah, it's just kind of showing up here. So we can always come back to that later after we get to like the really nitty gritty stuff in that other quadrant in your body and mind quadrant too. Okay. So we're going to kind of we started like here, and then we kind of went around up here, and now we're going to go down here, and then we'll probably end somewhere over there. Okay. So I see here, Libra, that the book charm that's like kind of a little bit in the body mind quadrant, and it's touching that other human teeth bone there. This could be some type of spiritual unconscious knowledge. It could be something that you've been digesting for some time or will be. But your ancestors, your angels, guardian angels are blessing whatever this spiritual unconscious knowledge is. Okay, because they're showing up here. So these higher vibrational beings are very supportive of that and how it may relate to your mind and your body health, because we're in the mind body section. Now I think something's under this, so I'm just gonna see what we got under there. Okay, so yeah, we've got our other honeybee here. So the honeybee can talk about our personal power. It can talk about teamwork, but also when we're not a team working for the queen honeybee, how is our individual power being felt? So this could be, saying something here, Libra, that again, your angels, ancestors, guardian angels are blessing you with new ideas, perhaps, about what those things are within yourself and with others, and how this can bring you more happiness, with the honeybee also touching the sun charm here. Now, there could be a feminine energy over here with the feminine symbol that brings in more feelings of safety and freedom. Even though there might be questions around it, it's like they're bringing that in. Now this is so cool. I'm turning it on its side so you can see this. I don't think I've seen that before yet, or it's been a while. But the Pegasus, the wing horse, is actually going through the safety pin there. Okay, so it's like freedom and safety right there. Again, could be someone who has a lot of feminine energies helping facilitate this, or it's just someone's feminine side to themselves, or it's even you, right? Since we all have masculine and feminine. But then over here you've got double feminine energy with the seashell here. Now this is the type of seashell that if it was bigger and we put it up to our ear, we could listen to the ocean, right? So it can talk about listening to something here. So because it was touching the Pegasus and also touching the crown here. I'm just going to move it back to the way it was, because it won't sit right if it's the other way. This can talk about maybe listening here, Libra, to somebody who is in a position of authority, or somebody that has a certain level of confidence. Now, this person could also, again, help with these new ideas about the self, and how it relates to the mind and the body. This person of position or authority or confidence could also be helping you with some type of travel or vehicles, modes of transportation, with the bicycle here. So it could be a car, a bike, a scooter, whatever it is, right? But this is also here showing with Cupid kind of laying half on top of the bicycle, Libra, that there could be some type of romantic love that's either going to travel with you, or help you with this issues, if there's any issues within the vehicle, your mode of transportation, your bike, your car, your scooter, etc. Now, because again we're on the body and mind quadrant, this could be that this romantic energy here, and it doesn't have to be romantic, but usually Cupid is my symbol for romance. It could also be platonic love or even self-love, though. Could be saying that your body and your mind are also a vehicle, right? And so the more that we can think about that and take good care of our body and our mind, then we can manifest more the things that we want to manifest. Now over here, on the other side, right, we have, I'm just flipping this over so you can see it. We have the lock, okay, which is touching the money bags. And then on top was that other honeybee, and that was also touching the Norse symbol of protection, okay? So maybe in the past, if there was, again, more self stuff that felt more stagnant, or if there was money stuff that felt stagnant, there's a lot of protection on it now, and some of that protection is coming from the past, like coming back up through it. But these things happening, like bringing stuff up about the past and the self, with the two honeybees, both in the mind, body, spirit. I'm sorry, mind, body, not spirit. Spirit's over there. In the mind, body quadrant. It could be part of Mercury retrograde, about going back over things, right? We're going to be in the first retrograde this year until April 25th or so. And then there's always the post shadow period. But I don't see it as a bad thing. I just see it as a kind of like a review. Now, this romantic love or platonic love or self love could also be coming from some type of either within the home or about the home, because Cupid is also laying on top of the chair here. And then the Saturn symbol here is laying on top of that. And then we have another human teeth bone here. So Saturn energy is, getting organized, paying bills, more of a stricter, sterner energy. So it could be that you or someone else, or the general environment situation, has been thinking about maybe a lot of responsibilities within the home or responsibilities within some type of love relationship too. So that's another way to look at it, and like seeing how that can be also balanced within the mind and the body, since we're on that quadrant. Now, if we go this way, oh, sorry, move the camera here. We've got one of another animal claw here, and we've got the yes coin, and here we have the coffin sitting on top. Okay, so the yes coin is still all in the mind body quadrant. Okay, I think there's something underneath, so I'm just gonna lift it up and see. Yeah, so let me just flip this for a second. So underneath that yes coin, right, we have the puzzle piece, the doves, and the ship, okay? So when we talk about the coffin, though, being on top of the yes coin here, this can be your spiritual team. It can be passed on loved ones, friends, family. It can be ancestors, guardian angels, etc. They're saying yes to something here in relation to your mind body health in April 2024 and beyond, okay? But it's also like they want you to see that there is some type of piece of the puzzle here in regards to your health. Could have something to do with this peaceful energy with the doves, and or with traveling, or if it's not traveling, just doing something with water with the boat here, okay? Because I also see, and just move it back, that on the other side of that, we've got the lizard, so that's the charm for healing. Okay, we also have the masculine symbol is underneath the handcuffs. Okay, so there could be some type of masculine energy here that is, helping with this, like getting more freedom, whatever that means for you or for them, etc. It could also be that this masculine energy is helping. It could be a masculine energy from the spiritual side. Again, spiritual team for you, helping you find more freedom and safety within your life, and how possibly that also relates to your health goals, okay? Because we have the dragonfly out here. Now, if we look further down too, it's almost like you could say this is the hand of the divine, this is the hand, another symbol just like the coffin, can be spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, past on loved ones, friends, etc. And again, we've got a raccoon penis bone. I'm sorry, not raccoon, a coyote penis bone out here. So it could be more on the masculine side as far as this energy. But they're like wanting you to, and I felt like you may have already started to do this, some of you guys here, Libra, dig into the emotions and seeing how that affects the mind and the body health too, because you have the water charm here with that coyote claw. So let's go back up this way because, again, we have all this really cool stuff that's happening. But before we get there, I want to pull all the way back again here, Libra, and just show that you have your rabbit, your lucky's rabbit foot fell completely in the relationships and love sector of your reading. So it can be platonic relationships, romantic, etc., all the different types of relationships. So that's just, I just wanted to show you that there for a second. Now, before we get into the turkey wishbone and the buckeye here, I wanted to go, we started up here, right? Went all around and down that way. But we didn't talk about what was on the other side of this angel coin here. So here we have the symbol for Pisces. Okay, could be referencing an actual Pisces or Pisces season or Pisces in your chart or someone else's, or has nothing to do with astrology on the zodiac, and it could just be talking about water energy and going more with the flow here. So when we have that Pisces symbol right next to the bat, we also have the Sagittarius symbol underneath that. Okay, so it could be dealing with something with a Sagittarius or about Sagittarius in a Sagittarius season, etc. Or it could just be about our plans and goals and aspirations as far as our health. But there's memories here, okay, because the elephant is on top of the Sagittarius symbol. We also have the apple charm over here. So you can talk about maybe there's some type of teacher that was a Pisces or during Pisces season, teacher, mentor, spiritual guide, guru, etc. Or that could even be you to someone else, right? But here it's really about the teamwork. So it's like the twin fish or then touching the bat, which represents good luck, but also teamwork. So teamwork with others or with a teacher, or being a teacher here, guru, mentor, spiritual guide, can help, bring up these memories and talk about maybe these memories that help you feel strong again with your mind and your body health stuff. Okay, because right next to the elephant we also have the lion. So the turkey wishbone is just laying directly on top of the lion, but I just wanted to show you for a second, and now I got it off balance. But all right, come on now, get back. No, it was like this. There we go. Okay, good enough. So with these maybe these memories that are helping bring something with Leo energy or with a Leo during Leo season, Leo in your chart or someone else's, excuse me. Or it could just be, excuse me, the general characteristics of Leo. So strength and courage and passion and creativity, all this fiery energy. That strength and that courage are like supporting if you look at your turkey wishbone, it's supported on both sides, and then the way that the middle part is going down is kind of like sticking up, and it's really cool and interesting here, Libra. So your wishes are supported by your strength or someone else's strength within the body and in the mind, since we're in that section. But also with your buckeye over here, it's like strength from clearing away things in your environment that you don't need anymore, or you don't resonate with you anymore, because we have the scissors underneath the buckeye and also the spider and the spider web. I think that's it, but let me see what else just in case. No, that looks like it's it. Okay, so buckeyes can represent money and abundance, and since it's in the mind body quadrant, we'll just say that it's abundance and whatever it is that you or someone else wants to manifest here. But it feels very supportive because we have the spider and the spider web. So again, to go back, where was it? All the way up here, with that snake vertebrae and the letter message document charm. If there was a feeling of wanting more support in the past, here it's like your environment is very, very supportive here with this mind and body health goals that we're talking about. Okay. So again, really beautiful, lots of protection, in your health in general. A big yes there, from your spirit guides. And you know this we could be, because this is also going on during Mercury retrograde, which is known as the right, redo, revise, replan, release, whatever it is, all the different words you can come up with. um it's just like a blessing and a slowing down energy. All the retrogrades are a slowed down energy, because the planet is perceived as actually going backwards, right? So it's slowing down. So it could be the slow down period here, Libra, is really about you having the time to go over these mind and body, like health stuff, and how it relates to other things. So it feels really good in that section. The other ones too, right? But definitely that one for sure. Okay, but let's keep going and see what else we have here. So now, as we go over here into your relationships and love quadrant, we have, you know, the symbol for you, Libra, right here, the balance scales, justice scales. It's half in the mind and health quadrant, and it's also half in the relationships and love quadrant. Okay, and it is touching the lion. Okay, now underneath the turkey wishbone, going from the body and mind quadrant and then into the relationship and love quadrant, is that first raccoon penis bone. Okay, so this can represent masculine energy. It can represent, being more aggressive in the 3D physical world, to do things. It can also be a metaphor for planting seeds for the future. So here we see this masculine energy. Could be another Libra, perhaps, or during Libra season, or something about where you have Libra in your chart, or someone else, etc. Or it's none of those things, and it's just the general ideas of balance and justice and beauty, Libra energy. So when the Libra energy or Libra charm falls here in the relationships and love sector, that is really nice, right? Because Venus, which rules love and relationships, is also the ruler of Libra, and that's you, right? That is you, Libra. Okay, so not only do you have the lucky rabbit's foot here, you also have your own symbol here, which is, very auspicious and nice. Okay, now you can probably see my markings there. When I was still learning what the different bones are, is right next to the raccoon penis bone is the dog ankle bone. So this can talk about flexibility, right? So our bones are supportive, they move with us, but also if we think of the ankle bone, it really has to move with us because that's our foot, right? That moves. So this flexibility around this kind of masculine energy has a lot of good luck on it, but it also has another nut here. So this is nutmeg. So this can be money, but it can also be whatever it is that you or someone else wants to manifest in terms of romantic, platonic, self love, all the relationships and love. Okay. So that is really beautiful. Now I'm just going to kind of pick this up and move it for a second. Yeah, there's nothing underneath it, but we'll just kind of put it to the side for a second anyway. So here on the other side, we have the second raccoon penis bone, and they're both kind of, facing each other in the same kind of, excuse me, general direction. It's been a long day already. So, this is like, could be double masculine energy on each side, supporting all this good luck, having a little flexibility within the things that we, want to manifest in the relationships and love area here. So I'm just going to put this back here. Okay, but before I do that, we do see the turtle here as well. Okay, so the turtle can be talking about needing to slow down a little bit here. Could be, part of, again, the retrograde that we're in until the 25th and beyond a little bit. So it's like slowing down maybe with the balance themes, or slowing down so you can balance around the beauty and the love and the wealth even, okay, or justice themes. So slowing down in what we're striving for, because it's also touching the alligator claw here. And the alligator claw, really interestingly, it has the cloud's charm like in its nail there, okay, and then on the other side, its finger, one of its fingers is pointing to the cup, okay. So this could be like striving for more clarity, more emotional clarity here. Okay, so this could be you, Libra, or someone else, multiple people, general environment situation, but striving for more emotional clarity throughout the month of April in all relationships, platonic, romantic, etc. And I see that the more that there is this cleansing energy with the broom here, and the fish for prosperity, and half of the ladybug, good luck, horseshoe, making a small maybe leap of faith with the two toes in the relationships, and love sector. And so this could all be, happening also with either a friend or a group of friends here, because we have the witch charm over here, almost half off of the mat. And so the witch charm for me represents friends, okay? So that would go in the platonic love part of this quadrant anyway. But, this is pretty beautiful, and lots of good luck, lots of balance, lots of manifesting in the relationship and love sector, and just striving for that emotional clarity. And I feel like if you or someone else does their clearing, their cleansing rituals, then that can definitely happen. Why not? Because you have all that good luck and balance. Just go a little slow sometimes, because if you have double masculine energy, it can be saying go fast, fast, fast. But then with the dog ankle bone in there, it's like, okay, let's just slow down a little bit maybe here, because there is all this good luck on it. So there is no need to kind of rush here, if that makes sense, Libra. All right. But I want to just pull back here, see everything. But yeah, really nice reading, and I hope some of that made sense for you, or will make sense in the future, hopefully. So always feel free to let me know in the comments in any of the social media places where this video will be, if you feel guided. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and switch over to Scorpio energy. So I'm going to put the camera back up for a little bit, and we're going to cleanse the bones and the charms from the previous reading, and maybe do another sound bell and all that good stuff. All right. But enjoy this time period, Libra, and all that stuff. Okay. So let's see how I can position this. Oh, if it would stay, hopefully. I had it earlier and yesterday, perfect, and then it's like every time I move it, it just gets a little. Okay, good enough. All right. Sorry guys, bear with me. Okay, so yes, let's put these away for now, cleanse everything, take a little breather, all that. All right. Got our little background music for a little bit. Hopefully it's not too loud. Turn it down a little bit. I know sometimes I don't talk loud enough myself. I try to project, but yeah, that's just how I talk. So anyway, working on it. But yeah, let's let go of the wonderful Libra energy and welcome in Scorpio energy for April as well. I think that's all of them. Yep. All right. So all the readings that I do are timeless. What does that mean? It means for some people it could resonate during the month of April 2024. It could also resonate a couple months in the past, or a couple months in the future, or even a year in the future or a year in the past. Just basically, whenever you see this video, hopefully there is something here that you can take away from it. That's the main thing. All right. But yeah, let's do another sound bell here real quickly. The incense is still kind of going. I don't know if you guys can see it. But, or it was. There's a little bit of smoke there still coming out. So we'll just put the charms and the bones over the smoke real quickly to cleanse previous reading. So thank you, yes. Okay. Just a little bit there, still going. And we let it charge too with the crystal, selenite crystal. All right, so let's do a little sound bath here, mini sound bath with this one sound bowl. And we're going to do some sound clearing for the bones and the charms for myself and for you guys if you feel guided. So take a couple of deep breaths, or can just listen, whatever works. If it's a little bit too loud, just turn it down if you're sensitive to sound. All right, so this is going to be for Scorpio for 2024, April 2024, Scorpio. All right. So I think that was pretty good for Scorpio. Yes, yes. All right. So when I shuffle and shake the bones and charms, it's also going to make a little bit of noise. So it's just temporary. Bear with me. All right. Thank you, guys. All right. So spirits, please guide my hands. Guide my hands, please. Messages for water sign Scorpio, the Scorpion, for April 2024. What do they need to see? What do they need to know for their highest good? Messages for Scorpio. Messages for water sign Scorpio, the Scorpion, for their highest good. For April 2024. Messages for Scorpio. Okay, a little bit more. Excuse me. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for water sign Scorpio, the Scorpion, for April 2024. What do they need to see? What do they need to know for their highest good? Messages for Scorpio. Messages for Scorpio. Messages for Scorpio. Water sign Scorpio, the Scorpion, for April 2024. What do they need to see? What do they need to know for the highest good? Scorpio, spirits, guide my hand, please. Scorpio. Messages for 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 Scorpio. Whoa. All right. So interesting. we got a fair amount that kind of fell out of the mat, but that's okay. I'm just gonna not move anything, but move the little note card that says Scorpio over. Okay, because I am going to take a picture like I do for all the readings. But before I do that, I'm going to flip over some of the charms that I can, so you guys can see them more clearly for the photo and for the video, of course. It was interesting, Scorpio, when I was shaking your bones and charms, it almost felt like a heart shape. Like I kept seeing a big heart. So there you go. Could be a message for somebody. But yeah, let's see. It's so quiet in here. I was like, where's the little background music? All right, let's see if there's anything under there. Yeah, okay. Probably flip this. Like that. Delicate surgery. Okay. I think that's pretty good. I don't want to disturb too much the other stuff. All right, so let's take your picture here, Scorpio, and get started. Thank you for you guys for your patience as always and understanding. All right. Okay. So we've got the Scorpio picture done. Just want to leave my phone charging here. Yes, okay. So before I take the camera off and bring it closer to the bones and charms for you guys to see stuff, I want to put my hands over and see where Spirit kind of wants me to start your reading, okay? Because it's different for every reading. All right, so Spirit, guide my hands, please. Right here. Okay. So if it's like right in the middle of my hand, it's probably like right here. All right, so we'll say that we're gonna start where the skeleton hand is and the ship. Okay, so we're gonna start there. So now I'm gonna take the camera down so you guys can see better all the charms and the bones here. Okay, just move that over. My rug is like too close sometimes to the chair and then it like moves off. Okay. So here we go. Let me see if I can move this over too. Feels like there's too much over here. Okay. We've got one skull all the way out there. I didn't even see that before. Okay, Scorpio, I see you. I would say the majority of your charms and bones fell within the relationships and love section. And then, of course, some off the mat. You still have stuff in every section, right? But I would say the majority of it is half in relationships and love and maybe half in like work and money. At least a couple of them fell out more on that side too. But this, excuse me, I need a sip of water. Hold on, guys. Okay. This is where Spirit wanted me to start, so this is where we're going to start. I'm going to get a little closer here too. So it was like the energy was right here around the skeleton hand and the ship. Okay, so that's kind of where we're going to start and then go wherever it wants to go. But when we talk about the skeleton hand, this can be a symbol for me from spirits beyond the veil, right? So it can be passed on loved ones, friends, family. It can be ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels, etc. Okay, but they have something to say, perhaps here, Scorpio, either about travel or about travel or working with water because the ship was on top of it. Okay, because this is in the because this is in the relationships and love quadrant, not just love but romantic, platonic, all types of relationships. There could be saying something here about needing to slow down a little bit, Scorpio, and maybe slow down with the travel or slow down and do something with water, or something about water either in the home or near the home, because on the other side here we do have the chair, which is a symbol for home, and on top of it some type of endings, new beginnings with the rope symbol. So hopefully it's nothing, you know, uh, like your pipes are going to burst or anything like that, right? But because it's in the relationships and love section, it could just be more healing energy, with water in the home or near a home or about the home. And what is our home, right? That's, different for everybody, but it could even be like, if there's a place where you go that's near water and you don't live there but it makes you feel like you're at home, that could be another way, to interpret it or look at it too. Okay. um Sorry, I was just moving this other thing over, it keeps falling. We do have, though, some masculine energy with the masculine symbol over here. There could be a friend, a masculine friend, somebody who has a lot of masculine energy that is considered a friend. Um, that maybe is helping you or has helped you in the recent past, with some challenges and some safety concerns, around relationships and love in general, over here with the witch, the mountain, and the safety pin. Now, down here, there could be, an actual Leo or someone who has a lot of Leo in their chart or referencing Leo season, or this general characteristics of Leo of having courage and passion and creativity, bringing in new ideas. So that's really cool. You can see the lightning bolt is like coming, outside of the lion's head. So the lion is laying on top of the lightning bolt there. I feel that a lot of this relationships and love stuff here, Scorpio, has been heavy on your mind, something that you've been chewing over and digesting, and also chewing over and digesting the the challenges within all relationships and the safety that could potentially be there as well. So we have the human teeth bone right next to your first skull here, and then your second skull is over here, right? But it's still in the love and relationships, quadrant. Okay, so if you can just put them up like that so you can see that it's the skull, the other skull. Well, actually, it was better when it was on the side. Whatever. Anyway, we'll leave that one out there. So that could just be saying that it's more further back in the past than we even realize, or you realize, or someone else with a general environment situation realizes. Okay, with that skull being all the way out there. Now here, there again is like masculine energy. You have one of the coyote penis bones here. Hopefully it'll focus in a second so you can kind of see stuff more. Sometimes if I put my hand out, yeah, there we go. And we don't want to hear that, so we'll turn that down. So we have the coyote penis bone here, then the masculine energy here. So masculine energy, right? It can be a metaphor for planting seeds for the future. It can be, about creating things in the 3D physical world in a more aggressive way, in some way. But it's like maybe something in the recent past or the past, it wasn't quite time yet because there was still all this chewing over and digesting, here for you, Scorpio, about again relationships in general and the love relationships too, and the challenges and the safety around that. Then on the other side, you're like a pin hair away from the symbol for Libra. So you could be dealing with a Libra, have a lot of Libra in your chart, referencing Libra season, or has nothing to do with that. But it could also just be that here, along with the symbol for Saturn and the elephant, that there could be a lot of memories about having to put in a lot of hard work and organization within a relationship or multiple relationships to achieve some type of balance here. Okay, like an equal give and take. All right. Um, Again, with your lucky rabbit's foot being in the whole quadrant, that's really nice for your relationships and love energy. You've got your money bags over here, you've got your nutmeg here, and you've got also the baby over here. So some of you guys, Scorpio, this could be talking about having all this abundance and manifestation powers within relationships and love. It could also be that this baby is kind of, if we follow the quadrant lines, it's half in work and money, its head is, and then the other half is all its body is in the relationships and love quadrant. It's right next to the other human teeth bone here. So thinking a lot either about children or a child or inner child work. Okay, it will be different for everybody since it's a general reading. But it feels really nice here, and it feels more like an enjoyment kind of time. Now if we look under the yes coin here, we've got another raccoon penis bone. I'm sorry, not raccoon. I keep doing that. Coyote penis bone. Okay, so more masculine energy under here. But when the yes coin shows up, it can talk about if there's something that you were wishing for here, Scorpio, and in regards to a type of relationship, whether it's romantic or platonic, it could be giving you a yes here, and working with that masculine energy. There could also be that there is maybe some long time coming, like old questions, with the question mark here, around some type of feminine energy, or some questions around listening, like can this person listen, can I listen, right, vice versa, etc. There could also be, you know, this feeling here, Scorpio, of wanting to strive and manifest for the best relationships, whether platonic or love, but maybe needing more flexibility in the way that we support others and or ourselves. Okay, so you have coyote penis bone, dog ankle bone, snake vertebrae, coyote claw, right, all kind of together and touching. This is the alligator claw. So if you flip it over, you can kind of see it's like striving and reaching for something, with the other claw on the other side of it. Okay, I'm just going to move it back to kind of the way it was. All right, it was something like that. It wasn't perfect, but something like that. I think the mermaid was more like that. Okay, so here we have a striving for perhaps to regain some type of not regain for everybody, but some type of emotional happiness. Okay, so if we flip this over, this is the water symbol for emotions, and it's next to the sun, happiness, right? It could be that also, like in the recent past, there was a lot of irresponsibility in either one relationship or multiple relationships that clouded and made things harder to understand, clouded someone's judgment, multiple people's judgment, whatever it is. There was a lot of cloudiness with the cloud symbol here. And then this irresponsibility energy, whether it was you or someone else or multiple people, general environment situation here, Scorpio, it could have created a lot of restriction with the snake rib bone here too. But on the other side of that, it's like striving for the emotional happiness, and then on the other side of that is your key. So it's like there's answers on the other side of that constrictive energy. So if we can clear away, and I think you will be able to, because again, you've got your lucky rabbit's foot in this whole quadrant. You've got the yes symbol here. If you can clear away the irresponsibility energy, however that may resonate for you, and the cloudiness, then some of the other good stuff can come in too. So it's like following your North Star here, Scorpio, and really like don't give up on your dreams about how you want to be treated and how you treat others, if that makes sense, okay? Because we're in the relationships and love quadrant. So this is also a seashell. Just flip it over so you can see it. So yeah, not giving up on maybe old or ancient ideas or dreams of the way that we relate to others, um, because there is a royalty energy here or a confident energy, with the crown here, that is like supporting that, and it's supporting maybe cutting away. This is difficult to read. It's almost like cutting away some kind of emotions with the cup here, but the cup and half of the scissors are in the work and the money quadrant. So cutting away some type of emotional, it could be, well, yeah, for some it could be cutting away some responsibilities or some leadership role here, because the crown is touching the scissors. So cutting away either emotional confidence and being more vulnerable perhaps for some, or cutting away responsibilities of being a leader to others, or cutting away responsibility, emotional responsibility to work and money to make more time for the relationships and love. Again, it's a general reading, so you got to interpret that part how it may resonate for you. But yeah, I also see here, Scorpio, that children, or either children or child or inner child work, something that you've been digesting, thinking about in relation to your work and your money, and also your relationships. Um, that yes, okay, if that has already happened or is going to happen in April, it can bring a sense of freedom and maybe travel more. It could also be that yes, you're going to get, a new vehicle or a new car or a mode of transportation, a scooter, whatever it is, or it's going to be fixed, or you're not going to have to worry about it, but there's going to be more safety with it because it was so close to the ship anchor. So we drop our anchor when we need to stop and be safe, and then we lift it when we need to go. So maybe in the past, if travel or something to do with the mode of transportation was slow, it's like more coming up in the future. Maybe that's going to move a little bit faster here for you. I feel like throughout April as well here, though, Scorpio, there's going to be this kind of back and forth energy, which is nice and can be part of the nicer part of the retrograde energies, is with the Capricorn symbol there. And the doves, it's like, how can I be hardworking, and put in the effort with the Capricorn energy, but how can I also be peaceful, right? With the doves. How can I get what I need from work as my subsistence with the fish, with Pegasus, right? With being able to fly. How is that part of the piece to the puzzle to my work and money environment? Okay, so you have the puzzle piece underneath the spider and the spider web, and the angel coin is on top of it. So there are some kind of higher vibrational frequencies perhaps helping you here, Scorpio, throughout the month. In your work and money sections, there could be some type of letter, message, document that either you receive or you give to someone else, or it comes in from some type of letter, message, document from your spirit guides more. about something in your environment and having more freedom and having the puzzle pieces with work and money like come together more here. Um, we'll find out more when we go to the last section for your spiritual and your unconscious, because there is some crossover here. We can literally see the big raccoon penis bone here too. So we'll find out. um, but yeah, this here can talk about needing to do some clearing or something about the fall season for some people. Um, spiritual clearing, more not spiritual clearing because we're in work and money, but here's your coffin, and next to the coffin is the book and then the leaf, right? So it's not spiritual cleaning, it's like clearing and cleaning, maybe working with the spiritual team about how to clear the money and the workbooks. Maybe something to do with accounting. I don't know. I feel like your spiritual team is like, look at the books. Like somebody's like, clean the books, clear the books, something about the books here as far as work and money. So that's kind of interesting. Um, Now, on this side of the raccoon penis bone, um, and this again is masculine energy, planting seeds for the future, um, can be a more aggressive energy in the 3D physical world in regards to work and money. But we have the symbol for Sagittarius, the bow and archer, okay, is laying on top of the bat, and the bat is touching the Pisces twin fish symbol, and then they are also touching the handcuffs, the freedom cuffs, and they're also touching the broom. And this is kind of all in the center here. So it goes from work and money to spiritual unconscious and then to mind and body, which we haven't talked about yet either. So it's a kind of all there together here. But in regards to either dealing with a Sagittarius or having a lot of Sagittarius in your chart or referencing Sagittarius season, if it's not one of those things, this bow and arrow could be talking about needing to do some teamwork and maybe revising your plans, goals, and aspirations for the future and how they relate to money and work here. It could have something to do also with the Pisces or during Pisces season, or it's just like go more with the flow here if you're open to this teamwork kind of energy and revising these things. I say revising too because the broom is coming more from the body mind quadrant. So it could be like we've got to change something about our work plans, our goals and aspirations, work and money plans for the future, because maybe there's something going on with the body, mental health that needs more attention. Or it could also be saying to go with the flow more and have more freedom in this area too, because it has something to do with the spiritual unconscious. Okay, so we'll know more as we go through here. All right. Now, when we come to the spiritual unconscious area here, Scorpio, um, first thing that we said, right, is that raccoon penis bone that's going across both these quadrants here is supporting the turkey wishbone in the center. Now, underneath this side of the turkey wishbone, we've got the lock, okay? So a little bit of stagnant energy maybe over here. And then this side, we have the honeybee, one of the honeybees, okay? So honeybee can be our innate physical power, what we're naturally good at. It can also talk about teamwork, but it can also talk about when we're not a team, how our individual power is being felt. Okay, so because the honeybee is showing up here in the spiritual unconscious, it could be less about teamwork. Well, it could be spiritual teamwork too, but it could be more too about like our individual power and like how that can help us with what the things we wish for, right? So you've got all this good luck on your wishes in your spiritual unconscious realm with the four-leaf clover here. You've got the frog, so some type of leap of faith. So you could be unconsciously and spiritually wishing for some type of leap of faith here. Again, dealing with our individual power, what we're naturally good at, because you have the hummingbird over here. So the hummingbird flies backwards. It doesn't care what the other birds think because it knows that its way is the best way for it to get the nectar, right? So I feel that if we look back and pull back here too in just this quadrant, there is a lot of transformation happening, or is already happening, or is going to happen here, Scorpio, in regards to your other honeybee here. And it looks like it's almost flying or wants to fly into um, this seashell here. So this is known as feminine energy. All the seashells are feminine energy, but this one in particular is about listening, because if it was a bigger one and we put it up to our ear, we would hear the ocean. So it's about listening here to our innate physical power, our innate physical, spiritual, and unconscious power, and maybe how that can support our transformation. But you've got two good luck symbols here in the spiritual unconscious section, right? You've got the four-leaf clover, then you have the horseshoe. Sorry, yeah, the horseshoe. I was going to say horseshoe crab because where I am in Delaware and Maryland, but no, it's the horseshoe, and inside is the ladybug. So it's like three kind of symbols for good luck in this area. Now, there could also be something going on here, Scorpio, where because we have half of the apple, there could be a teacher or mentor or guide, or you could be that to someone else, or both of those things, vice versa, etc. That maybe it looks so cool the way that this strawberry charm fell at the end of the unconscious S. It's like, yes, unconscious details. What are the unconscious details about this transformation that have all this good luck, that have some type of leap of faith here about what we're naturally good at? So that's really cool. Okay, but let's keep going. All right, so now here, we already kind of talked about the broom, but we'll talk about it again. We just talked about the apple. There could be another teacher, or same teacher, priest, guru, or guide, or it's part of you that is a leader to someone else. But it's within the body and the mind quadrant. So dealing with health stuff, there could be someone helping with the health stuff, or you're helping someone else, vice versa, etc. There could be a lot of clearing and cleaning of the body, maybe doing some kind of detox here in the mental and or physical body. Um, this is so funny the way this fell here, Scorpio. Remember in the beginning when I was saying when I was casting and throwing everything, I kept seeing a big heart. It was like the heart was like huge. It was going all the way off the mat. You've got Cupid landed on this part of the body that could maybe even be half of the heart, because it's like it was like that, right? Something like that. And it was also pointing to the heart over there in the relationships and love section. So there's definitely a lot of like romantic energy for some of you guys, Scorpio, maybe not for everybody. If it's not romantic love, this is still a charm that can be considered platonic love with friends and family, or even self love. So, however, it may resonate for you. But I feel that, turn that down. I feel that the majority of you guys don't have too much to worry about as far as your physical and mental health this month, um, because there seems like there's a lot of balance, and this yin and yang symbol was like very close to the word body here on the mat. Um, just to show you, that's the seashell, one of the other seashells. So there could be a lot of nice feminine energy here helping with that body and mental health as well. With the buckeye here, there's a lot of abundance, okay, with health stuff here, manifesting the type of health and mental health, body health that you want. That's really beautiful. And then when we look down here, this doesn't surprise me either. You've got all this healing with the lizard, like completely in this quadrant, okay? So the lizard is also touching the other raccoon penis bone here. Then we've got the bells, we've got the feminine symbol, and then we have another human teeth bone, okay? So here, Scorpio, I see a lot of healing that could have been either brought on by some type of masculine energy, whether it's part of you or someone else, right? or just in general, some type of masculine energy, but it's like healing and listening to the healing, double, it's masculine here, but then it's feminine here, and then also feminine here. So it's like, again, everything feels like a nice balance here, Scorpio, in the mind and body throughout the month of April. And if you're watching this and you're like, I don't feel like it yet, well, maybe it's coming up. Okay. Hey. Cleo. Shh, shh, shh. That's right. That's what Cleo said. Okay, sorry guys. But yeah, there could be something that you're hearing that's like echoing this healing energy here for you, Scorpio, throughout the month of April. And it could be something that you have been thinking about for a while, okay? Again, because the human teeth bone and right on the edge here with the lizard, it's like the human teeth bone is definitely half in body mind and half in relationships and love. So it could be really thinking a lot about this type of healing energy, and how we heal the mind and the body, but how does that again affect my other relationships in my life too, not just my relationship to self. All right, but a lot of feminine and masculine energy here. And there could be something that you hear this month in particular. Besides my dogs barking. Hey! Sorry, guys. Could be something else that you hear here, Scorpio, this month that helps confirm some type of this, like, mind, body healing. All right. But yeah, I guess my neighbors are doing some gardening work and dogs are going crazy. So, Hermes, that's enough. Hold on, guys. Let me close the door and wrap this up anyway, because we're about to be done. But hold on a second. Hermes, come on. You don't need to make all that noise. Come on. Hermes. It's just the gardeners. Hermes, come here. It's just the gardeners. It's okay. Oh, Scorpio. Sorry about that. Oh, and things are falling. Okay, so I was like trying to close the window and the door. Come on now. Really? Okay. The Mercury retrograde. It happens to all of us. Okay. So anyway, that is your reading, Scorpio. I will be posting the photo that I took of everything here too. If you want to look at it more up close in detail at a later time, you can. It'll just be on my Facebook page, and all you have to do is look up Malessea's Magic Light on Facebook, and you'll see this video posted, and then underneath that in one of the comments will be the picture if you want to check it out, but no worries. Otherwise, thank you guys so much as always. Thank you for your likes, for your shares, for your subscriptions. They're all great free ways to support my channel here, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube or on Instagram or TikTok. I appreciate you guys. All right, so take care and take a little break, and then I will be back with Sagittarius and Capricorn in a little while. All right, guys, see you. Bye.